Scorpio, this is Joanna from Tarot with Joanna, here to do another reading. Hello, hello, hello. So Scorpio, in today's reading, I'm going to give you two cards from the Denise Lynn Oracle cards. Going to do your reading and then clarify it. Don't forget to look at your sun, moon, and rising sign to get a better picture. Also wanted to thank you guys if you were in my live this past Wednesday. I appreciate you being there. Look for more lives coming through on the community page. All right, so let's get started on your reading, Scorpio. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Two cards for Scorpio for their highest good. Oh, okay. Wow. All right, so so you have distant thunder, clear the air. So I feel like something's going on, you know, I feel like it's time to, whatever it is that you need to clear your energy, because I feel like also too with this card, you have solitude, in silence, peace prevails. So maybe you're looking for some kind of answer. Maybe you have a lot of anger within you or just a lot of bitterness. You know, it's time for you to really clear that energy, okay, to get grounded, to go into some kind of meditation, you know, maybe take a long walk outside. You know, stuff like that, you know, really clear your energy. Right. So let's see what's going on in your reading. Scorpio, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is for Scorpio. You have the Eight of Cups, definitely leaving something behind, walking away, knowing your value, knowing your worth. Is going on, one for the situation. Oh, okay. Yeah, the Queen of Swords. I feel like there's something here about you speaking your truth, needing to speak your truth about something, you know, standing your ground, standing up for yourself. We'll see more when the cards come out. One for the past or now. Yeah, the Four of Cups. There's something that you're holding on to. Something that you're having a hard time letting go, something that you're keeping within you, you know, you're still holding on to something. So we'll see what's for hidden. The King of Swords. Yeah, I feel like you need to be bold. You need to be strong-willed. I feel like you need to speak your truth, you know, but I also feel like you need to be careful on how you're communicating, like really try not to be harsh with your words or anything like that. But really speak the truth. What is it that you're holding back on, is what they're saying. Okay, so really look at that. There's something here about speaking your truth, because you have the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords here. They're both very truthful. They're like, you know, very blunt, very bold. You have one for the hopes and fears. The Ace of Wands. You know, you're wanting a fresh new start, something new, you know, new experiences to come in. We'll see more when the cards come in. Then you have one for what you need to do now. The Four of Swords. It's time for you to rest. Take it easy. You have a lot on you. And you could tell with these cards here that you're still holding on a lot. What do you need to work on? Okay, thank you, Spirit. Temperance. You got to start really putting everything, keep everything balanced as far as your home, yourself, you know, your emotions, your physical, you know, eating better, sleeping better, thinking better, having patience for everything also. And what is the outcome, Spirit? The Page of Cups. So there's definitely some kind of news coming in, some kind of message coming in. I do feel like you got to trust your intuition. I do feel like you need to be have compassion and forgiveness, you know, and not to nobody else, but to yourself, you know, only. But I do feel like you need to pay attention to your dreams also, because I do feel like there's messages trying to come through for you to see what it is that they're trying to tell you, the divine. At the end of the tarot deck, you did get the Sun card, so that is like the best card in the tarot deck. There's happiness, there's joy coming through, but I feel like you need to have patience. And definitely some messages are coming in. You're ready for something new, new changes, but you're also looking for answers here. So let's see what's going on for you, Scorpio. Do take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is for Scorpio. Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. It's crazy. right, Scorpio. Yeah, the Eight of Cups. Why is the Eight of Cups here for Scorpio? Wow. So, you are leaving a lot of things behind. There's something you're going in a different path. You're going on a different path, different direction. And I feel like you know your value, you know your worth for yourself. You've been reviewing everything, looking from day one, how everything has conspired or happened, everything that's been going on in your life. And I feel like you're going to be making a decision very soon about things. I also feel like you're trying to invest. For some of you guys, you're trying to put your money into something that is going to make bloom and invest and make higher, more pay for you. Something like that is here. I do feel like you are trying to reach that material success, and you will. There is definitely abundance here coming through for you. But like there's security, there's a material success, very strong foundation. You know how to make that abundance and bring it in, definitely. Nice. You have the Queen of Swords here. I feel like you want that security, that strong security also for yourself and your home and that you could be walking away also. For some of you guys, you could be walking away from money, if that makes any sense. That is, I feel like some of you guys are making a choice of not like, make you just want to be happy, and I know that money does make us happy, but sometimes it doesn't. So it's like maybe you're reviewing something, maybe going on to a different career also for some of you guys. You have the Queen of Swords here for the situation, and you have the Six of Cups and the King of Wands. Wow. Interesting. Okay, so with the Queen of Swords, they're asking you to really stand up for yourself, to really speak your truth about things. I feel like somebody could be coming back also because you have the Six of Cups here, but I also feel like you're going through a healing, remembering the past, being very nostalgic but going through a healing about everything that has happened and been going on, because you are definitely reviewing everything. I feel like with the King of Wands is talking about, really putting things in order, really getting things done, taking care of things, that you should have before, that now you need to do it. Okay. I also feel like you're wanting to move you are definitely going to move towards success, definitely, but you need to put things in order. I feel like you're wanting new experiences, and I feel like also too that you're also going towards like towards your life purpose. Like the divine has this path for you, like it's a high divine path that you should be on. And I'm not saying that you should be like a priest or anything like that. I'm just saying that there is the divine behind you, and that it's like almost as if they're leading you towards your life purpose, is what they're saying. Also too, you're going through this huge healing, like I said. Okay, so really stand your ground, really speak your truth about what it is that you need to speak, and start putting things in order so that you can clear the air, so that you can find peace within you. Okay. Wow. You do have the Four of Cups, and I do feel like the Four of Cups, you are definitely holding on to something. Maybe it was the past. Maybe you're still holding on to a grudge, or maybe you're still holding on to something that has happened, and you're finding very hard to move forward. And I feel like this is now. I feel like this is what you're going through right now also. You have the King of Swords for the what's hidden, and why is King of Swords here? One more card. So with the King of Swords and the King of Pentacles, you are definitely having a hard time like seeing clearly. Like, you may not know what you want. You may not know what you want to do next, But with the King of Swords, he's definitely very, very strong-willed. He knows what he wants. He knows that he needs to do what he needs to do. He's very bold, he's very focused, and that's you. You need to start focusing on things. Stand in your power and speak your mind, but really be careful on how you're communicating. Like really, don't go out there and be mean to everyone because you're going through something. Okay, really be careful with that. I feel with the moon here, I feel like you need to trust your intuition. And like I said, there are times when you may not be seeing clearly on what you want to do next, but you will, okay? Because you need to find that solitude and that peace within. You need to go within, Scorpio. Um, and I feel with the King of Pentacles here that you need to take your time with things, okay? The King of Pentacles didn't get there for no reason. He takes time to do what needs to do. He does it very well because he knows that he wants that abundance. He knows that he wants that material success, that security, and that's you wanting that. So really take your time with things, okay? Because you are the King of Pentacles here, and he does take the time to do what he needs to do, and that's you. Even if you still can't see clearly, you know what you need to do. You have the Ace of Wands down here for the hopes and the fears. Where's the Ace of Wands here? One more card. All right, so okay, so you start off with the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Wands is definitely talking about wanting a fresh start, wanting a new start. And I feel like it is going to come in, but you're still going through a lot right now, and it takes time. It's in divine timing for this new path to come through. Remember that even though I say it's a new path that's coming in, it is going to come in, but it still have to go through all this before you get there. So just know that. But I do feel that you're very overwhelmed. I feel like you're carrying a lot on your shoulders, and I feel like you really need to go within. I feel like you need to start setting deadlines and really clearing what it is that you have, like your energy, because you're carrying a lot right now. You feel very overwhelmed. You're tired. You're holding on to this betrayal still, this negativity, this negative energy that you have. Feeling betrayed by whatever it is that you've been through, feeling like somebody took something away from you. And I feel like you're still carrying a lot of that with you. And I feel like you need to go within to clear this energy, okay? Because this new path wants to come in. It's there. It's there. It's just that you're still going through these emotions of healing, because until we let go of this anger and this frustration and we clear our mind and our energy, it's when things start moving forward. You have the Four of Swords here for what you need to do now. So you have the Knight of Pentacles, the Emperor, and you start off with the Four of Swords. So with the Four of Swords, definitely you need to start resting, okay? Really take the time to rest, to clear your energy, to really gather your thoughts and just have solitude, have that peace within you, okay? You could only do so much, Scorpio, and you've already done what you could, so it's time to rest, okay? You're very overwhelmed with a lot. They're asking you with the Knight of Pentacles to really just have patience for everything that's going on. Really have patience, really just keep going, don't give up on anything. Don't cut corners either. Just have patience, okay? Really have patience. I do feel like you're moving forward though, but you're taking your time with it. Like the King of Pentacles here, he takes his time with things because he wants to get it right. He doesn't go and rush and does an ugly job. He goes and does it because he knows he needs to take his time to make it perfect. And that's you. And you also have the Emperor, and I feel like you are stepping back into your leadership. I feel like you're going to know how to handle everything that goes around you, and you will. You are the leader. You're not a follower, you're a leader. You know that, okay? You're very wise, you're very strong-willed. You're ready for anything that comes your way. You're also very unique, so just know that, okay? Wow. You know how to do things, Scorpio. You know how to handle things, you know how to do things. So they're asking you to step back into your power, okay? You have the Temperance card here, and why is the Temperance here for what you need to work on? They're really talking about having a lot of patience here, Scorpio. Really try to keep things balanced, your emotions, the way you're doing things, eating, sleeping, how you're seeing things. Really be patient for everything that's going on also. I feel like you have been working very hard. You're working very consistent, and that's good. You know, your hard work, definitely hard effort and time will pay off. So just know that. I feel like they're asking you. They're also asking you to work on what it is that you're wanting to put out, like the dreams that you have, the ideas, the ambitions that you have in your mind that you've had for so long. Put them out there. See what could happen, because they're asking you to try to focus on your dreams. Okay, because it is going to be very successful if you do that. I feel like you are needing to have, also for some of you guys, you need to have compassion and forgiveness for everything that has happened, because you're still holding on to that grudge. You're still holding on to that betrayal of whatever it was. You know, you're still holding on to it. But like, you need to have that compassion and forgiveness for it. Okay. And you don't need to go and do that for that other person, but you need to do it within you, for you. Okay. Because you need to clear that energy. I feel like you need to trust your intuition also. Wow. And then you have the Page of Cups down here again. Wow. One more card. Two cards, please, for the Page of Cups. Wow. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. So like I said, you know, with the Page of Cups, you are definitely, you know, really needing to have that compassion and forgiveness. I feel like you need to pay attention also to your dreams, because I feel like there's some kind of intuitive messages, but there's also messages that are going to come through for you, like unexpected messages coming in. So really pay attention to that. Trust your intuition on things. Have hope and faith that everything is going to work out, because it will. You know, if you believe, it will. I feel like there's some kind of blessing that's trying to come in for you, Scorpio, because you do have this card and you also have the Nine of Cups, and the Nine of Cups is of wishes being granted, of achieving what you want, of creating what you want, and it's here, you know, and that's, they came in together. So definitely there's some kind of blessing coming towards you. So it's very, very nice. You know, really be grateful and have gratitude for everything that's going on in your life, whether it's good or bad. Really look at your accomplishments and everything that you have achieved also, because there's something, sometimes we don't see everything that we have done for ourselves. You know, you look at what everybody else has done, but you don't see what you have done. Okay, so they want you to have gratitude and see your accomplishments and your achievements. Wow, thank you, Spirit. All right, so Scorpio, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. God bless.